Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on April 14, 1891, in a small town called Mhow, located in central India. This town, now known as Dr. Ambedkar Nagar, holds a significant place in Indian history as the birthplace of one of the most influential social reformers the country has ever seen. His birthplace was Mhow, in central India, a region that was under British colonial rule at the time. The socio-political environment was complex, and the rigid caste system was deeply entrenched in society. Bhimrao was born into the Mhow caste, a community that was marginalized and oppressed. The Mhow caste was considered untouchable by society, which meant they faced severe discrimination and social exclusion. This caste was considered untouchable by society, and the members of this community were often subjected to inhumane treatment and denied basic human rights. They were forced to live on the fringes of society, both literally and figuratively. Life was tough for young Bhimrao. Growing up in such an environment, he faced numerous challenges and obstacles. The harsh realities of caste discrimination were a daily part of his life. He faced discrimination and prejudice at every turn. From being denied access to public resources to facing social ostracism, the young Bhimrao's life was fraught with difficulties. But Bhimrao had a fire in his heart. Despite the adversities, he was determined to rise above his circumstances. He had a vision for a better future, not just for himself but for his entire community. He wanted to change the world. He believed in education as the most powerful tool for social change. He understood that knowledge was the key to breaking the chains of caste oppression. Bhimrao's father was in the army, which was a relatively rare position for someone from the Mhow caste. His father's role in the army exposed Bhimrao to a different world, one where discipline and education were highly valued. He encouraged his son to learn, instilling in him the importance of education from a very young age. This encouragement played a crucial role in shaping Bhimrao's future. Bhimrao excelled in his studies. He was a bright student with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. His academic achievements were remarkable, especially given the social barriers he had to overcome. He was a bright student. He loved to read. Books became his friends, offering him a window into a world of ideas and possibilities that were otherwise inaccessible to him. His teachers saw his potential. They supported him, recognizing his extraordinary intellect and determination. Their support was instrumental in helping him navigate the educational system. His early life was a struggle. Still, Bhimrao persevered. He knew that education was the key to unlocking a better future, not just for himself, but for all those who were marginalized and oppressed. He knew education was the key. He dedicated himself to his studies with unwavering focus and determination, often studying late into the night by the dim light of an oil lamp. He used it to fight injustice. His education became his weapon against the systemic discrimination that plagued Indian society. He would go on to become a beacon of hope for millions. His story is an inspiration to us all. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar's journey from a marginalized child in Mhow to a towering figure in Indian history is a testament to the power of education and the indomitable human spirit. Bhimrao's thirst for knowledge was unquenchable. From a young age, he was drawn to books, finding solace and strength in the written word. His early years were marked by a relentless pursuit of education, despite the societal barriers that stood in his way. He went to Bombay, now Mumbai, for higher studies. He attended Elphinstone College, one of the most prestigious institutions of the time. Here, he immersed himself in his studies, often spending long hours in the library, absorbing as much knowledge as he could. He graduated with a degree in economics and political science. This was not just a personal triumph, but a significant milestone for his community. His academic achievements were a beacon of hope for many who faced similar struggles. This was a major achievement. It symbolized the breaking of chains that had held his community back for centuries. His success was celebrated not just by his family, but by all those who believed in the power of education. No one from his caste had gone this far. His journey was a testament to his determination and resilience. It showed that with hard work and perseverance, one could overcome even the most daunting obstacles. But Bhimrao didn't stop there. His quest for knowledge was far from over. He continued to read voraciously, always seeking to expand his understanding of the world. He wanted to learn more. He got a scholarship. This was a rare opportunity, and he seized it with both hands, knowing that it could open doors to even greater possibilities. This allowed him to study abroad. It was a chance to see the world beyond India, to experience different cultures and ideas. In 1913 he sailed to America. The journey was long and arduous, but Mhow was undeterred. He knew that this was a crucial step in his educational journey. He joined Columbia University in New York City. The bustling metropolis was a stark contrast to his homeland, but it offered him a wealth of new experiences and opportunities. He earned a master's degree. This was another significant achievement, adding to his already impressive academic credentials. He also got a PhD in economics. His doctoral thesis was a groundbreaking work that contributed to the field and showcased his intellectual prowess. Ambedkar's time in America was crucial. It broadened his horizons. He interacted with students from diverse backgrounds, which enriched his understanding of global issues. He learned about democracy and equality. These concepts resonated deeply with him, shaping his future endeavors. He was inspired by the American Civil Rights Movement. The fight for justice and equality in America mirrored his own struggles back home. He realized that education was power. It was the key to unlocking a better future for himself and his community. He used it to fight for the rights of the downtrodden. His education became his weapon of choice in the battle against social injustice, and he wielded it with great effect. After America, Ambedkar went to London. He enrolled at the London School of Economics. He studied law and economics. He also pursued a doctorate. His thesis was on the Indian rupee. Ambedkar's time in London was significant. He interacted with intellectuals and reformers. He learned about different political systems. He became more determined to bring change to India. In 1923, Ambedkar returned to India. He was now a barrister. He started practicing law. He also continued his fight against caste discrimination. Ambedkar's journey was remarkable. He had faced many obstacles. He overcame them with courage and determination. He was an inspiration to millions. Ambedkar's quest for knowledge was not over yet. In 1920, he went back to London. He wanted to study more. He wanted to do research. He spent 3 years at the London School of Economics. He earned a Doctor of Science degree. Ambedkar also became a barrister at law. He was now qualified to practice law in India. He returned to India in 1923. He was ready to fight for justice. He wanted to use his education to help his people. Ambedkar's thirst for knowledge was remarkable. He never stopped learning. He used his education as a weapon against inequality. He started to write extensively about the issues faced by the untouchables, hoping to bring their plight to the attention of the masses. He started by demanding separate electorates. Rights and social justice for the untouchables. His efforts were aimed at awakening the conscience of the nation. He challenged the caste system. Ambedkar was vocal about the need to dismantle the deeply entrenched caste hierarchy. Established schools and colleges for the untouchables. He also started newspapers. These institutions provided the untouchables with the knowledge and skills needed to improve their socioeconomic status. The newspapers served as a platform to raise awareness about the injustices faced by the untouchables. Ambedkar's speeches were fiery and impassioned, calling for an end to the systemic oppression of the untouchables. He was unafraid to speak truth to power and challenge the status quo. An advocate for the marginalized, continues to inspire and guide the fight for justice and equality in India and beyond. In 1947, India gained independence. Ambedkar's dream was becoming a reality. He was appointed as the chairman of the drafting committee. His task was to draft the Constitution of India. Ambedkar played a pivotal role in shaping the Constitution. He ensured that it enshrined the principles of justice, equality, and fraternity. He fought for the rights of minorities and women. The Constitution abolished untouchability. It guaranteed equal rights for all citizens. It was a testament to Ambedkar's vision. Ambedkar's contribution to India was immense. He laid the foundation for a democratic and just society. His legacy continues to inspire generations of Indians. Ambedkar believed that religion should be based on reason and equality. He was disillusioned with Hinduism and its caste system. He found solace in Buddhism. In 1956, he converted to Buddhism along with millions of his followers. He saw Buddhism as a path to liberation and enlightenment. It emphasized compassion, wisdom, and equality. Ambedkar's conversion was a significant event. It challenged the traditional caste hierarchy. It inspired many to embrace Buddhism. B.R. Ambedkar passed away on December 6, 1956. He left behind a legacy that continues to inspire. He is remembered as the father of the Indian Constitution. His contributions to India are immeasurable. He fought for social justice, equality, and education. Ambedkar's message is universal. It transcends boundaries of caste, religion, and nationality. He taught us to fight for our rights. He showed us that education is power. He inspired us to dream of a better world. His legacy will continue to guide us in the years to come. Today, India is a different country. Untouchability is illegal, education is a fundamental right, discrimination based on caste is a crime. This is the India that Ambedkar envisioned. It is a work in progress, but his ideals continue to guide us. We must continue his fight for justice and equality. We must strive to create a society where everyone has equal opportunities. This is the best way to honor B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of modern India.